Hey guys, today we're talking about the Amazon show. Welcome to Living Easy. Okay guys, today is one of my favorite, most used items in my house. And I'm pretty sure it has been the thing that has made my life easier than anything else. And it is this Amazon device. I'm not saying her name on purpose, and if you have this device, then you know why. So I wanted to talk to you about all of the things that I use it for to make my life easier. So how many times have you been in the living room picking up toys? Your 8-year-old is in his room making a mess with crafts and glue and everything else. The 3-year-old is who knows, and your husband is at the office, and everyone needs to communicate with each other. So one of my favorite things that the Amazon device does is I can communicate throughout my entire house. We have some type of Amazon device in each room of our house, almost. So if I need to tell my son something or he needs to ask me a question, we can just have it announce, or I can drop in on his device, or I can even call him from this device. And it doesn't require my 8-year-old to have a phone, because my 8-year-old does not need a phone. Some 8-year-olds do, mine does not. Anyways, that is one of my favorite things. And speaking of communication, I don't know if I'm the only woman that does this or only person, but this phone right here is not my favorite thing. I do not love holding it and having it in my hands. I'm usually busy, so I put it somewhere. It's usually on silent, and then I forget about it. And I get going with my day. And anybody that knows me, they pretty much know that if they want to communicate with me, that they have to text me and my husband in a group chat so that he can reply on my behalf, because half the time I don't even know where my phone's at. So give me a like if that's you texting me and I'm not calling you back. Often he is able to use the announce option on this, and he can just even type it in, Brandee, I need you to call me back. And I hear it, because no matter what room I'm in, it's gonna announce it. And then I know, I need to go find my phone. And then he knows another 10 to 15 minutes later, after I find my phone, that I'll call him back. So I'm sure for him that he loves this feature. And for me, I actually love it too, because it takes a little bit of pressure off of having to hold my phone all day long. I know that there are people that are glued to their phones, but I'm not that person. So this allows me to be a little bit more hands-free with my day. Another one of my favorite features is the shopping list. So I think all of them come with a shopping list already, like in the app. And any part of the house that I'm in that has one of these devices, I can just tell it to add something to the shopping list. So can my children. Caden has done this with candy bars quite often. So, but it's wonderful if I'm in the bathroom and I'm cleaning up and I have to throw a shampoo bottle away. I can go ahead and tell this Amazon device to add the shampoo to the shopping list. I don't have to stop what I'm doing, find a pen and paper and all this stuff. It just adds it right on there. If I'm in the kitchen and I've got my hands dirty because I just cut up some raw chicken or whatever, and I need to add flour to the shopping list, I can do that. It even has like a reminder list also, and that's made onto the app. So I can tell it these things, and then when I get to the store, instead of having to write down the list or, God forbid, make a list at home and then get to the store and realize that your list is still at home sitting on the counter or on the side of the refrigerator, this is in the app, so I don't have to worry about losing it. It's kind of like the cloud, so I can look at it and then just mark stuff off as I'm going. This in itself is the number one reason that I love this device. I have never been one that is good at being organized. I like the idea, like I want to be that Pinterest mom, but I'm not. And if you hear my child crying in the background, you know that. So this allows me to confidently go to the store and know that if there's anything we ran out of that we need, I can go ahead and have it on my list, and I know that I put it on there because I was able to just tell this device to put it on there. There are so many things that there are so many things that it can remember. You can even tell it to remember that you put your keys in your pocketbook in the closet. And then you can ask it later, hey, where did I put my keys? And she's gonna tell you, you told me that you put your keys in your pocketbook in the closet. So maybe people aren't like me, and maybe they don't need this electronic device to help them keep their lives together and do this adulting thing. I do. I'm not even gonna pretend I don't. I do. So that is another thing that I love about this device is if there's like a special password or just some random thing that you need to remember, but you really don't want to like write it somewhere because you're going to forget where you wrote it. This allows you to literally tell her and forget about it. And then it's one less thing to worry about. So as a mom, this is definitely one of my favorite things because I'm going a million directions at any given time. One of the very last things that I'll mention of the many things that this device does is cooking. So, you know, in the past videos where I talked about meal planning and grocery shopping, so now it's even as simple as this device helping you cook. It's wonderful to let her set timers. She can set multiple timers for different things and you can name them. So when you have 3 different things going, you don't have to remember what that timer is for. You can name it the rice timer or the pizza timer or whatever. Also, on this one specifically, the show, she actually does step-by-step directions for you. The devices without the screen will still tell you how to cook an item or a recipe. It just doesn't literally show you on a screen, but she'll repeat the items for you and go very slowly. If you're like me, you need things slow. And she'll go back and repeat all of the items and make sure that you get them all, and then you tell her the next step, and then she tells you what to do step by step by step. For people that struggle with ADHD or just people in general that are like having a hard time with life, this thing has been wonderful to help me. It's my little personal assistant. And I truly, like, I'm not sponsored or no one's told me I had to buy this and give it a good review or whatever. I personally love it. Those are a few things that I wanted to talk about that this device does. In the videos coming up, I'm gonna show you some of the other things that this device works with within my home to make my house a smart house and to make my life easier. So make sure to come and check out all the things that she does to make my life easier. Also, while we're on the subject, a lot of you know that the guy behind the camera is my husband. So we kind of made a deal, and he might have forgotten about it, but I did not.
I did forget about it.
So there's an item that I ordered on Amazon that I pretty much love, and it involves fingernails. And he agreed that if I can double my subscribers.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I said 100.
Let's do 75.
No, 100. The rate you're going, you could do 100.
Okay. He agreed that when I get to 100 subscribers, that he will be my personal assistant and let me paint his nails as I'm showing you one of the products that I love, and it's a beauty hack. And he is gonna be my model. So please tell your friends to subscribe because I'm really, really wanting to do this, and I bet y'all do too. So make sure to subscribe and like, tell your friends, share, do the thumbs up, all the things, do all the things so that y'all can see my husband with some bright fingernails. It'll be a lot of fun, and it'll make living so much easier because that's what this show is all about.
How's that to make living easier?
Because we'll have something to laugh about.
That's dumb.
Okay, well, I don't have to say that part, but...
No, it's in now.
Oh, well.